Welcome to Cardano Sense, the DC Fund Catalyst edition. I'm Anthony, and we use this time to go over 3 proposals that are looking for funding on Catalyst slash DC Fund. I know it's called a couple different things. Can you do me a favor? If you like the show, you've been watching the show, I don't usually ask this, but if you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. It helps the show get out to more people. So if you do like the show, if you do enjoy it, if you could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. Okay, let's get into it here today. Today is a good day for Cardano. I don't usually talk about price because there's too many people talking about price, and I'm still not really going to talk about price except to say that today was a pretty good day. Okay, let's get to the fund. We are working on Fund 4. Excuse me, this is Fund 5, which is in the process of everything getting looked at right now by community advisors. Fund 4 is what we're voting on next. And we are still looking at dApps and integrations. So you have to answer the question, how can application developers drive adoption of Cardano in 2001, which is the year we are currently in? Okay, so let's look at our first project. Let's get right into it. The first project is called CRITQ. Now this is an interesting project. Okay, so what they want to do here, well, let's start with the problem statement as always. Problem statement: artists and buyers have difficulty finding the proper valuation of art NFTs. Marketplaces need to integrate the process of art criticism. The solution: an NFT art marketplace centered around crowdsourced art criticism. Rather than exclusive juried submissions or nonsensical bidding wars, essentially they want to have an NFT space where you can criticize the art. And critique doesn't necessarily mean bad, right? Sometimes you say criticize, you think bad, but essentially they want to create a place, an NFT market, where there's ability for people to critique the work. And what they're trying to do here, this is really long, so I'm not going to go through it. It is a very well laid out proposal. They did a good job. But essentially what they want to do is create an NFT market where you can critique, professionals, quote, right, can come critique some of the art that's in there. So they want to have kind of 2 sections. One where it's more where people critique, and another section that's more kind of like it's done now on some of the other websites where you have a lot of bidding, kind of bidding wars, that kind of thing. They're trying to limit bidding wars, that sort of thing. This is one of the proposals that I think is done very well. I just don't know if this is going to help, right? Because, look, they did a really good job with this proposal. They explained everything they want to do, but essentially, to me, right, and everyone should read these proposals, right? It boils down to an NFT market where you're letting people comment, right? it's not commenting, they're calling it critique. They're critiquing the stuff. Now, I guess if you have a certain, I don't know, are some people better at critiquing? Will this market just bring people in that are better at doing that? I just don't understand how they're going to keep things from kind of going the way it's going now, right? Especially if it's decentralized. Like, this is a centralized platform where you had professional people that critiqued it, maybe, or where they could do stuff in a sense where they had the ability maybe to take things down, or I don't know. I just think when you're doing something in a decentralized manner, it's tough. When I read through this, I just see kind of, this is going to sound bad, I don't mean it in a bad way, but like a glorified kind of commenting, right, on some of this art stuff. So I don't know. And I'm not here to criticize the idea as much as the proposal and make sure it was written the correct way. I'm just kind of giving you my idea here. What I do like another thing I really like about this proposal, though, just in the sense of the way it was written, they've absolutely done their research, right? Because when they talk in here about phase 3, when they integrate smart contracts, they talk about Plutus, Glow, Reach, These are things that you just wouldn't know unless you were kind of really into the Cardano system, especially Glow. Glow's like a new high-level domain language. If I can get into it now, it's a big subject. But just by the way they write this proposal, they obviously have they've done a lot of research. So let's get through this because I'm in overtime here already. I like the way the proposal is written. They phase everything out. They have a roadmap. They're asking for $20,000. They say exactly how they're going to spend it. All just great in my book. They say who they are. As far as proving who they are, I'm going to give them a bit of a pass here because if we go up here and we look at their GitHub, they have a GitHub, and essentially this GitHub is just a lot of what they put in their proposal, and it doesn't really show their ability. But if you take a couple extra steps and kind of click on the GitHub and you go to his repositories, you can see a lot of work that was done already. So obviously they have some ability. My only critique, right, of that is that I think it should be more upfront because a lot of people may not kind of dig into it to find that experience, but it's there for sure. So I think this is well written, and please read it because I'm really summing it up in kind of you should read it to understand exactly how it works if this interests you. Because like I said, I just don't know if I'm sold on the idea. That's all. So yeah, so I like the proposal. I think they've done a really good job on the proposal. So I think everyone should not listen to me on the proposal itself. Go look at this proposal. It's worth it. It's done well. You should go look at it. Okay, let's go now to proposal number 2. The second proposal. Okay, this is. Let me show it to you first. Excuse me. There we go. This is called Bridging Cardano to Onomy and Beyond. I have a couple of issues with this proposal that I didn't really notice until after I looked at it. So I'm going to read a little more of this proposal than I usually do, but it's for a reason. But first let's look at the problem statement. Value must easily flow in and out of the ADA economy. Absolutely. The cost of no bridges is the inability for ADA to access established DeFi ecosystems. Yep, yeah, that's true, right? I mean, we need ADA to flow back and forth. There are a lot of projects doing bridges and stuff, but let's continue reading. Describe the solution. Create a bridge between Cardano and Onomy, Cosmos IBC framework integrated, to open value transfer to and from many blockchain economies. All right, so their experience, Gravity Bridge, Cosmos ETH, partnered with Rhina, Catalyst funded. Okay, but this is really what I want you to listen to. So I'm going to read this one paragraph, so bear with me, there's a reason. Detailed plan. Leverage and modify Athea's Gravity Bridge to construct a bridge between Cardano and Cosmos. This delivers a major value proposition to Cardano, Atom, and Onomy NOM holders. Cardano will have a functional Cardano and Cosmo bidirectional bridge, as well as the ability to bridge from Ethereum to Cardano by way of Onomy backbone. Developers in Cardano and Cosmos ecosystem will have to take advantage of the bridge technology to deliver new DeFi products and services that are not currently possible. Essentially, they're saying they're going to make a bridge, right, to Onomy, and after you bridge to Onomy, you can go to Ethereum and a lot of other places. And what's going to happen is you can then do DeFi because of the bridge, because you can bridge. And I was like, okay, cool. Okay, let's keep looking. They have a link here, so let's read this link. Very nice documentation. I said, okay, so let me read the abstract here, right? So this is bridging Cardano to Onomy and beyond, right? You read what I said here. It's just kind of a bridge. Now let's read this abstract. Onomy is a decentralized protocol to enhance the foreign currency exchange marketplace. This is accomplished through an issuance of virtual denominations of traditional currencies known as stable coins from the Onomy reserves. All issued denominations are collateralized by the Onomy protocol token NOM. So I'm going to stop there. But there's a little disconnect with me here, right? Because I don't see the similarities between what they're talking about here and that bridge. Or I'm sorry, and Onomy, which is essentially a way to issue foreign currencies, right? Like the dollar, the pound, other currencies. So I don't see the connect there. So I'm looking around. I'm like, maybe I just don't see the connect. They obviously need more information. This proposal needs a lot more work. The budget 1 month goal, 3 month goal, 6 month goal, right? And then they just want $25,000 and they don't say what they're going to do with it. So, you know me, big red flag there. You got to show what you're going to do. But I'm thinking, you know, maybe the biggest problem with this proposal is that they did not say what they were going to do, right? Or they didn't say what the money was going to be for, and they just didn't write enough. Maybe there's a connection I'm just missing. Then I go up here and I'm like, whoa, 316 likes. That is a crazy amount of likes. So I look through here and I'm like, so like alarm bells are starting to go off. And then I'm looking at some of these, the names, right? They're all kind of the same, made the same way. That's a lot of kudos. It's a lot of kudos. Then I went down here, right? And I looked at all the comments. Now look at these, great proposal, this comment here, thanks. We need stable coins, and they wrote a thing, you know, thanks, this whole thing about it. And then you come down here, all these comments, great proposal, this would be excellent. I see this as a win-win. I see both Onomy and Cardano's project, if granted. I love it. Cardano definitely cross-chain, this is needed. Yes, good idea, love it, like it. This is needed. Onomy to the moon, great proposal. These are all comments that they're just like, great, 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 great. They're not talking about it, the project, right? At all. Just great, great, great. That's not usually what it looks like. We're going to click back to the first one here that we just went over, the critique. Look at their comments. This is more like what you get. You get a long comment by someone saying what's good, you know, explaining, then you get a reply. Then here's another long comment. My name is John. I just wanted to drop by and show my support as a fellow, but it's written. It's a long, kind of a long comment. Hey, I really like this, right? Then we got another long comment in here, right? So all these comments are just kind of long, and they really dig into the projects. The only one line comment we have, hey, really like this. How's the raise going? Feel free to DM me. I'm an investor. This is how comments look on regular projects. This here is how comments look when you're just getting people to, great, this is great, awesome, great, awesome, great. It's a win-win to the moon. You know what I mean? So this project here, I think you really got to critically look at this project if you want to vote for it, and ask yourself, if you really think this is a good project to vote for. So like I said, it could just be that they're missing stuff, and maybe they do have 316 people that clapped, and maybe there are just a bunch of people that are saying how great it is and nothing else about the project. But I don't know, it looks a little off to me. So just be careful if you're considering voting for this project. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I've already, see, I went past overtime. This is what happens. When I go past overtime, it just goes black. Okay, last project here. This will be a quick one. So in my tradition of showing projects that need a little bit of help and probably shouldn't be here or should be removed, this is that one project for today. Other than the last one probably could fit that bill a little too, but okay, let's look at this project. Native Asset Metadata app, problem statement. With the release of the Mary hard fork, native assets are now available. A tool is needed to assist asset creators to define token details and metadata. Okay, yeah, you know, in a lot of these projects that don't have a lot of information, I kind of agree with what they're trying to do. Their solution: a website and app to provide step-by-step walkthrough process of defining a narrative token asset, token policy, and asset metadata. Experienced mobile application developer, enterprise designer, experience with process workflow, yada yada yada. And again, right? So at the base level, you don't show any of your experience, and other than that, obviously this thing was written March 2nd, it looks like, and just nothing was done with it. This is just kind of a waste of space. I kind of wish people wouldn't do this. They are only asking for $20,000 though. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll notice that most projects like this ask like $100,000, $150,000, $90,000. Usually you don't get a reasonable price ask when you have these projects that didn't really think about anything. So yeah, so this is my withdrawal project of the day, I guess you would say here. I don't understand why people don't withdraw these projects. It would be nice to come up with a way that we could, as a community, withdraw some of these projects. Are obviously not going anywhere, but because this is a decentralized system, there's no one person that can just say we're taking this project down, which is a good thing. So I guess at the expense of decentralization, I would not want to be able to or have someone do that. I'd much rather have the decentralization and worry about seeing some of these projects once in a while. But the issue with this, though, is that there's tons of these projects. When I was looking for a project like this, I found 3 of them. Here's another one, and here's another one. I'm not going to go through them, but I found like 3 of them before I even found some good ones to review. So towards the end here, towards the end of Fund 4, I'm going to count up all these, and I'll let you know how many useless projects get left on the platform. Okay, before we get into overtime, let's go on to the community chatter. So I got something for you today, at least when it comes to voting. So let me click over here. So as you can see, they still haven't got this up and running. So to kind of read this for you, they're doing a pre-dry run, which if you want to help them, you can sign up for. I think you still can sign up for it. This is getting done the 18th and 19th of this month. They're having 3 dry runs, the 21st, 24th, and 25th. And the governance hopefully will begin on the 26th. In other words, that will be the time where we can register to vote on the 26th. I'm guessing it's going to be about a week or 2. It's going to be shorter, I think, than it has been, because it's being pushed off so much. And I did read something about that in one of the comments from one of the administrators, I believe. So I think it's going to be a shorter voting period. So we've got that. Other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. We are not going to be able to vote from hard wallets. Maybe next time. I know they're definitely working on these, right, the ledgers. Hopefully next time we'll be able to use a ledger. Trezor is going to be after ledger. So if it's important for you to, number 1, vote, and number 2, have your information on a hard wallet, and you want to vote ASAP, probably want to pick up one of these and throw your ADA on that, because that will be the first supported wallet. Okay, I think that's about it for today. You know what, I may, I'll go to my ending here real quick. I may start doing this show live, probably around 10 a.m. Eastern time. Just because maybe, I know a lot of people don't, I don't have a huge crowd here of people watching, but maybe if I start doing it at the same time every day, I can build up some people watching, and we can maybe talk about some of these projects back and forth instead of me just kind of rambling on. Then maybe I can answer some questions, that kind of thing. So, all right, other than that, that's it for today. So everyone have a great day and enjoy the day if you're up in the East Coast in Connecticut. Bye-bye.